DreAllDay.com.
What up, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Players interested in playing overseas. You want to play professional basketball. I get questions asked to me about this a lot. Of course, I've written a whole bunch about it on my website, on the guides and tips page on my website. You can check the link, go to my website and read all that stuff that I put up there right now. But right now I'm talking about a specific pro basketball exposure camp, because a lot of players ask me about this. There's a camp that a lot of people ask me about camps, and they say, well, what do you think about this camp? Do you think this is a good camp? What do you think about that camp? What do you think about this guy? And I can't really fully endorse those camps because I don't know those people. I don't work for their companies, so I can't just come out and say, hey, yeah, this is a great camp, because if it was so great, then I'd probably be going to it myself, since I'm an active player. So the reason I'm making this video, if you haven't surmised yet, is that I'm telling you about this camp because I'm going to be at this camp. I'm 100% endorsing this camp. It's called the Euro Pro Camp. The Euro Pro Camp is a camp that's going to take place in Bratislava, Slovakia, which is the capital of the country of Slovakia, which you probably understand is in Europe. Bratislava. First of all, the thing about this camp is that I'm familiar with the people who are running it, so I know that they know what they're doing. They're people who worked in the basketball industry for many years as agents, as scouts, as managers, as players. So they know the stuff that you are going through as a player. They know the stuff that all players go through who are trying to make it happen for themselves in overseas / professional / European basketball. The thing about this camp is that your playing time is guaranteed. One bad thing that happens at some camps is every player doesn't get the right playing time, and then players are pissed off because you paid money to come to the camp. And then you got some coaches who want to play some players more because they trying to, I guess, win the games. But you always got to remember those coaches. Those coaches have to remember that the purpose of the camp is for everybody to get exposure. That's why it's called an exposure camp. So every player at this camp is guaranteed equal playing time. There are not going to be too many players on each team. So the camp is limiting screening spots for the total number of players that can be coming to the camp. Let me say that more clearly. The number of players that will be at the camp total is not unlimited. They're not just going to accept everybody who pays the money. There's only a certain number of spots available. The reason they're doing it that way is so everybody gets equal playing time, so it's not too many people trying to get playing time and everybody only plays 10 minutes. Everybody wants to be able to get enough playing time that they can show what you can do. So whatever your game is, you're going to get plenty of chances to show whatever your game is at this camp, because there's not going to be too many guys on your team, whereas anybody won't get enough playing time. So let me explain to you how this camp's going to work. So the total fee for going to the camp, I'll just put this out there right now. Of course, you go to the website. It's called EuroProCamp.com. Just check that link. You can go to the site and read about it yourself. But the total camp costs €350. So you can go on Google and use Google, like the translator, the conversion tool, which will tell you how much that is in American dollars if you are an American looking to come to this camp. So what you're going to get with this camp, I'm going to just read down the list, is all inclusive for that €350. You get a 3-night stay at a hotel in a double room, which means it'll be you and another player in one room together. You get 3-night stay. Of course, it's 2 beds in the room. Y'all know that. Refrigerators in the room. All the food, your meals, are part of the fee that you're going to pay to get into the camp. So it's going to be breakfast, it's going to be lunch, it's going to be dinner. You get a total of 11 meals. So for the 4 days that you'll be there, you get there during one day. So there's no breakfast that day, because when you get there, breakfast will be over. So you'll get lunch and dinner. Then the next 3 days, you get 3 meals and 3 meals and another 3 meals. So it's a total of 11 meals that come with your camp registration. And again, like I said, you're going to be in a hotel that's next to the gym. So you don't have to worry about getting back and forth from the hotel to the gym because they're in close proximity. You're going to get a game jersey and shorts. You get a uniform that you get to keep. It's a little keepsake for you for coming to the camp. You're guaranteed at least 3 games that you're going to play total. And like I said, equal playing time for everybody. They're going to be practice games with FIBA coaches from around the world who coach certified coaches that coach professional basketball teams. So if you want to find out where your game is or what the game is like over there, if you haven't been over there yet, ain't no better place to do it. You're going to be working with the people who are actually doing it. They're actually out there coaching players every single day as their careers. You're going to get a complete player profile and a scout package. This basically means you're going to get a profile which has all your information from the camp and all the information that is going to be shared with scouts, managers, coaches, etc., people who look up this camp or people who attend the camp that want to know who was there, what kind of talent was there. Maybe they have a player that my team needs. You're going to get that as part of your package of coming to this camp. You're going to get player promotion as being part of on the Euro Pro camp. Once the camp is done, there's going to be certain promotions done by the people running the camp to make sure everybody gets promoted properly, because it's in their best interest, the people running the camp, it's in their best interest to make sure that as many people as possible end up getting a job out of the camp. Why? Because then the next year, the coaches and agents and scouts can say, oh, the Euro Pro camp, a lot of good players came out of that camp and got signed, because I can see that they all got deals. So I need to come to that camp. This is the coach talking. I need to come to that camp next year to make sure I can get me a player. And then players, the next year, the Euro Pro camp, let's say they have another camp next year, they can say, hey, look at all these players who got signed to professional contracts. This is a good camp. You can see it for yourself, so maybe you want to come to this camp. So it works in everybody's interest for players to get signed. So they want you to get signed. There's also going to be a little session called yoga and basketball. So they have a yoga specialist / instructor who also knows basketball, going to give a little talk / seminar / demonstration of how yoga and basketball work together and how that can be beneficial for you. So once again, this is called the Euro Pro Camp. Euro Pro Camp. It's hard to say that 3 times fast, but it's right here. You can check that link. If you have any questions about it, they have a information email on their website. So I would direct you to contact them directly. But if you got any questions that you want to ask me, that's fine. You know how to get in touch with me. Of course, you can leave anything you want to know in the comments. And overall, any other questions about it, I will be at this camp. This is Bratislava, Slovakia. This is in September, let me get those dates, September 12th through September 15th, 2013. Please go to the website and read all the information so you know exactly what is part of the camp. Oh yeah, your camp fee does not include travel. So wherever you coming from, the camp fee is the camp fee. For you to get there and get back, that is separate. You have to pay for your own travel. So if you need to get a flight, you need to take a bus, you want to drive, if you live in Europe, that is on you. You have to take care of your own travel to get to and from the camp. So any other questions y'all got, if you want to ask me, go ahead and ask me. If it's something I don't know, I will direct you to their website and to their contact people. Check out that website. That's that. Euro Pro Camp. All you players who want to play overseas or continue your career overseas or get your career back started or whatever your situation is, this is it. Or at least coming from me, this is it. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com.
This is A from New York. Working your game, boy.